Oh no, he still had plenty of time left. Forget Sower plays Cytoplasm Manipulator. Alright, we're playing against Infect. This hand's not horrendous against Infect, but if he has the turn 1 Glistener, it's pretty bad. Okay, whew, Noble Hierarch. That means we're maybe okay. Blood Moon's not terrible in this matchup. It's worse because he has the Hierarch. This at least turns off the Ink Moth Nexi, and they usually don't have, unless he hits us with a Spell Pierce, they usually can't answer the Moon. Main deck. They'll have sideboard tech for Moon. Okay, he does have the Glistener. So now we're a little bit in trouble. I mean, I could try roasting. He'll spend a protection spell. His hand's 3 cards. He'll spend a protection spell on the roast. And then what? So we roast, he'll use a protection spell, and then what? Moon is great. Okay, there's a Vines. But that was a Vines that was going to pump. Ooh, Harbinger. Actually, Harbinger is really solid. Yeah, if he attacks with Glistener, we can Harbinger bounce the Glistener, and I can get another... Or we could slam the Moon. Moon turns off Pendelhaven. He'll still have a little bit of green mana here, though. Another Noble Hierarch. The Moon is much, much less awesome here. But he's opening himself up to a Harbinger tempo play. Like, I can just go crack Misty for a blue source, play Harbinger, return the Glistener. That buys us a lot of time. His hand's just 2 cards. That buys us a lot of time to maybe even play the Moon or play the Prodigy. I'm excited about this. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't too expensive either, the Harbinger of Tides. Okay, there's the Sage of Fables. We've got half the combo. Alright, so Harbinger. Bounce the Glistener Elf. Nexi. It's Nexuses, not Nexi? Really? Okay. We really need just 2 islands for this deck to work. Post board, when you have the triple blues, Teferi and a zombie, although they'd rather be Viled, but Viled in, Ether Viled in, but it's okay if you just hardcast him. Alright, Glistener's back. Okay. Welcome back. I mean, he could kill us from here. Even if I Moon, turning off the Pendelhaven. Like, what is our play? Is it still Moon? Moon play Vile? Turns up Pendelhaven. Pendelhaven's a real thing. Science rules. The boring, thanks for the follow, Reno. I mean, if we want to have blue-blue for the Void Mage Prodigy next turn, the only way to do that is to play him either off Cavern or off his Steam Vents, and not play the Moon. Like, counter next turn would mean we have to play the Prodigy. I could just block with Harbinger. That's probably the safest line is Moon, block with Harbinger, play Vile. Let's play Moon. We don't have to play the Cavern. Cavern's actually really telling. Says a lot about us. I don't hate blocking. The important thing is to not die. That's what's important. It's Nexus, just Nexus. Mao DK, I don't know. Round Core, okay. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff on the table we have to answer too. I mean, he's got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just off of the Exalted triggers. We may not be much longer for the world, and we'll have to sideboard. We have a spicy sideboard for Infect, though. I mean, do I like blocking here? No. Do I have to block? Maybe. Just so that we don't take so much Infect. I think we're just toast, right? Unless I top like a removal spell for the Glistener. Does he have another pump spell? Groundswell, yeah. That'll do it. That's still... Actually, that's 9. Right, because we're blocking 2 of it. So we're at 9, in fact. We have to remove the Glistener Elf. We have to top deck and answer. Let's say yes. That was glorious. Hang on. I told you we had to top deck and answer. Wizard. So, is there any way I can't counter, can I? So I can't get blue on this? If he has the colorless protection spell, we lose. Yeah, I mean, if he has it, he has it. Let's see if he has it. Show me Apostle's Blessing exactly. Nice. Okay, so we can vial in the Prodigy. Why don't we go with... I want him to think about red mana, actually, so I'm going to do this. Let's just cast the Sage of Fables. It can be Nexuses. We're actually going to be drawing cards with this Sage, aren't we? We're going to be drawing cards with the Sage. Don't have another Infect creature, bro. That's the hope. He's going to normal damage mode. That's really, really good for us. That is a good sign. Do I trade the Sage of Fables for the Noble Hierarch? You could. He'd have to have like mutagenic growth. No, I can't even trade for it just yet. It's going to be a 4-3. That's fine. We have a lot more time if that's what he's switching to. That's a good sign. If the Infect player switches to normal damage, that means you are in a good place. Another Prodigy? Okay. So I can morph this one. Now, I know it's not going to get the Sage of Fables trigger, but this leaves up blue for the next Prodigy that we vial in. I might have to double block, too. I don't really want to, though, because the other Noble Hierarch's going to untap. Again, another way we could have done that instead of playing the Morph is just more slowly play out the Prodigies, like vial each one in slowly but surely. He is on 3 cards now. We could have more slowly put these guys in, that's true. I didn't have to do it that hastily. I guess maybe I was considering blocking? No. We'll take it. I'd take one more hit and then use Sage to draw. Groundswell. Okay. I mean, I didn't block, so I really need to maybe consider countering this. Maybe not. What is that? I go to 4? I'm dead if he has something like exactly double... Actually, I don't think he will. I don't think he's gonna kill us because he doesn't have any more green mana. I mean, this doesn't kill us. That's fine. Counter it now because it's mana efficient. No, I'm gonna draw. And again, that might be our downfall. It might get us killed. Speaking of which, all we drew was an island. Or a Scalding Tarn. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I can have infinite stuff. How so, Tricks? So we'll block here. And if he has a pump spell, we counter it. Infinite bolts, counters, you name it. There's the Nexus. Riptide Laboratory is not modern legal. We looked into it. I never said our game one was good against Infect, if you're wondering. It's doable, but I never said it was good. Just hoping we don't keep drawing crap. No, we haven't tried Familiar's Ruse yet. Problem with Ruse is it's not a creature. Void Mage is a creature. We kind of need dudes. That's what the deck struggles with most, so running Familiar's Ruse means running less creatures. I'm not even sure about all those bolts. That's fine. And again, maybe I was supposed to Void Mage Prodigy the Rancor. See, the thing is we're getting to the point where all the things that I vial out for 2 aren't going to save us. I might need to start ticking this up and just hope for the nuts. Now, of course, I hit a Snapcaster right after I say that. Alright, deck. Alright. Fair enough. I mean, I like just roasting this before anything happens. I mean, it's the safest counter that I have. Or the safest removal I have for the Noble is just to snap roast. Just kill it with fire, make sure it's definitely dead. Yes, he could blow us out with exactly Apostle's Blessing, but what's unfortunate is because we took the vial up, I just wasn't able to flash in the Snapcaster, and we weren't able to have blue-blue for the Prodigy. Do I play the wizard that makes wizards, says Laurenberg. There's a wizard that makes wizards? Hit me up. We've been looking for one. We have been looking for one. Alright, there's the Sorcerer. Yes, and, technically no, Nakia. Part of me just likes getting another clock on the table. We're gonna cut this Slumgar Sorcerer, by the way. I'm not a huge fan of it. It only does stop creature spells. I mean, where that's really relevant in Modern, like the creatures are important. I'm not sure how I feel about it on the whole. So we can... Oh wow, we got this. We can vial in a Glendale on Archmage, and we have a lot of wizards to sacrifice to the Prodigy effect now. I might not even show him the Glen. We've got lethal on the table. Lol Mage is garbage. Lol Mage doesn't make wizards. Yeah, Stony Brook, we talked about